Welcome back to Sarge SC Reviews. It's been a while, but today I'll be going over one of my favorite starter ship packages, the Duelist package, with the Avenger Titan. I would consider this a B-tier starter ship meant for players that are more serious about the game and have maybe tried it during some of the various free-to-play events. The Titan looks incredible. It's equipped with a large Gatling gun, laser cannons, and it cuts an aggressive profile while still being useful as a hauler. Dropping the entry ramp and going into the interior shows the ship's age. It is one of the oldest starter ships on my list to review and is in need of a refresher. There is no way to interact with components, there's no storage locker, and these are important features that this ship needs due to the recent changes in G-force resistance being affected by the armor you're wearing and the previously introduced engineering gameplay. Hopping into the pilot seat, I'll go ahead and power the ship up. The visibility from inside the cockpit is really good. This ship is definitely a step above the cutter that I reviewed previously. You can use the Titan for package handling missions or small-scale cargo missions hauling up to 8 SCU in total. Once the cargo bay is loaded, the issue becomes, how do I get into the cockpit? You can't walk past the boxes, and you can't climb over them. So what do? You're going to have to climb in by way of a cockpit ladder at the front, which puts you directly into the pilot's seat. You'll have to exit the ship the same way when fully loaded. You're still able to access the rest of the ship by just getting up from the seat as normal. Unfortunately, the Titan can't carry an Atlas mech because of the vertical clearance required for loading the mech. Unloading can be tricky due to the ribs along the interior, as you can see here where I get the box stuck on the wall a few times. Let me just say that Tetris is not my biggest strength. As shown, the Titan can easily handle package delivery missions and cargo missions loading up to 8 SCU total per mission, as long as the boxes are 4 SCU or smaller. I'll be starting off with the easiest bounty to be consistent with my other review videos. I'll just say the NPCs when I was recording this were not ace pilots, to say the least.
Shields under fire.
This little ship was a pretty easy kill, so now I'll go on to the next level of bounty mission. The Titan can handle low-risk target missions pretty well, but if any of the targets start throwing missiles, you may be in trouble. The hull of this thing is made of glass, and is one of the biggest downsides of the Titan. The escort here is a much larger threat than the actual target on this mission, so I went ahead and went after it first. The Hornet fighters are a threat in just about any variant. Once the escort is down, the actual target is not much of a threat. Having said that, it is fun watching parts get blown off of it as the fight progresses. I'll shut up now and just let the footage speak for itself. Now that I've had my fun, it's time to go on to the next and more challenging bounty mission type. The moderate risk target missions can stretch the capabilities of the Titan a bit. I decided to start with missiles on one of the escorts. Whoa, that was close! Once the first escort is down, it's on to the second escort. The second escort is a bigger threat than the target in my opinion. I got fairly lucky with this moderate risk target mission that all the targets were light fighters. Once the second escort is down, it's on to the bounty target. The stock laser cannons struggle to hit due to the limited ammo and the low fire rate. If you plan on taking this into serious combat missions, then these should be changed to something with a higher fire rate and ammo count. Now that the target is dust, it's time to head back, but before I do, I wanted to show off this fairly new feature the Titan and several other ships have. Neither the Aurora nor the Cutter have this feature at the time of recording. It's called LAMP, or Light Amplification. It's an early form of night vision to help with landing and navigating on the dark side of planets or moons. It will eventually come to other ships, but is currently limited to just a few at this time, including ships that are not on my starter package list to review. It's a neat feature to be sure, but when turned on in quantum travel, it's a bit trippy in my honest opinion. Rearm and repair costs are fairly manageable and much lower than they were in the previous patch, at least when it comes to the missile restock. Now you're not going to spend more than the contract is worth to throw all of your missiles at a target. As with all of the other starters I've reviewed so far, all of the components on this are size 1. The standard weapon loadout consists of 2 size 3 laser cannons and 1 size 4 ballistic Gatling gun. There are 4 size 2 missiles mounted under the wings. The Duelist Starter Pack comes with the Avenger Titan, 6 months of insurance, 10,000 UEC, and access to the game for $75. Here's what makes the ship a B-tier starter. It can haul bigger boxes than the Aurora and the Cutter, you can do package handling missions, extra small cargo hauling missions, and you can dabble in various combat missions. Having said that, I do advise caution with this pack due to the age of the ship and the lack of features that are present on many of the other starter ships. Regardless of the features this ship lacks, it is probably one of my favorite starter ships. It's fast in a straight line, but still handles like a fighter. It can carry cargo and get you out of a tight spot if needed. While you're not going to make millions of credits with this ship, it is going to give you a good start with whichever career direction you take. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you make a better decision, or at least helped you avoid a bad one, hit the like button. It helps more than it probably should. For more straightforward breakdowns of starter packs, ships, and gameplay in Star Citizen, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'll keep cutting through the noise so that you don't have to. Links to everything I covered are in the description, along with my socials if you want updates between uploads. If there's something you want reviewed next, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for what's actually worth your time. Make informed choices, fly smart, and try not to learn anything the hard way like the rest of us. I'll see you in the verse.